Well then, in iron, steam and brine, we sing with friends, we form a line. Fathoms below, our pace will not slow in iron, steam and brine. So, welcome. I'm Nadrasta, once again, here, right now on Twitch and later on YouTube. And I hope this will work, because I know that Abyssus does have a few quirks, let's say it like this, when it comes to me playing the game here. So I will need to find out if everything works out well, considering that game interacts sometimes a little weirdly with my browser and sometimes other things. Anyway, let's test it. Just fair warning, if things don't work out well, there may be a very framey nature in front of me or you. Please immediately write in the chat if it's unbearable. I have absolutely no clue if I can optimize this, and I have no idea if it is a case of things only looking weird on my part, or if it will look weird on yours as well. So, on my end, for example, the game looks good, looks brilliant, honestly. But I see that the quality on your end could potentially be somewhat on the weird side. Like I said, I'm uncertain what's the cause of this, and I have no idea if it is just how I see how it looks on Twitch, because it's very well possible that the upload works well, and well, it only looks weird on your end when you watch this, because my OBS looks just outright brilliant. Maybe a little lower in frames than I can see. Also, you may have noticed, yeah, this is far from my first time playing Abyssus. Honestly, originally I bought the game rather immediately after release and intended to stream it. I went in for a slight test run that suddenly went for about 10 hours. And yeah. So I may have quite a bit more in terms of upgrades than I originally intended to have when I started, for streaming this here. For reference, oops. I've pretty much unlocked everything there is, well, almost everything there is in terms of weaponry and stuff in this game. My favorite, and surprisingly also one of the harder ones to unlock, is this little thing here, the plasma launcher. Though this is also far from a standard issue, considering I have replaced the artificial sun in it with a black hole and gave it another focus lens in order to have it more controlled, yet with somewhat less explosion range. I also got, well, this little thing, the Smiting Spear. A fun little toy that, you know, deals area of effect if it gets damaged. So, but I guess that's enough yapping of my end, from my end for right now. So, the weird thing is, interacting and melee or alternative attacks, they always swap between either F or E on my end, and every time I start something, I end up using the wrong thing. Well, Anyway, and most importantly, here we are. I will go with a full set of four. Well, full set, absolute full set would have been to have everything literally active, but I will go in with the, let's call it the basic four ones. This means I have elite enemies, well, not elites, but stronger enemies with enhancements. I will have one corrupted depth every area, meaning extra rewards but higher challenge. I will need to defeat all Herods in the last area, basically turning the last area into somewhat of a boss rush. And last but not least, Abyssal Leviathans. Well, this means all bosses may have additional types to them, additional abilities and all of that, and I will have the true last boss fight, which basically means there's another phase to it. Well, technically two, but or three even. Depends on how you view it. I could, as you can imagine, add a whole lot more. However, for now, I won't. So, I really hope you will have a good time watching this, because honestly, while recording at least, I cannot tell. It looks brilliant on OBS, but I see in my background that my replay from Twitch is a bit twitchy, so to speak. So, let's try it. And yeah, please leave a comment in the chat room if it looks weird. I may not be able to correct this, but I can swap to something else that may run better. Ah, for fuck's sake, this shit again. Sorry for that, had to quickly permanently ban some thing from my chat room, but boing. Onwards! So, well, how did all of this work again? Great. Well, considering I have pretty much no allies unless I get one of the few summoning options, this charm is completely useless. Well, yes, that was how everything more or less worked. In case you are wondering, well, reason I'm a bit disoriented is the same thing why I started streaming later than, not again, than I intended. I'm pretty much just waking up considering that the weather here is draining, and I fell asleep and overslept. Hey, yeah, sorry about that. Well, currently completely useless, but nice in theory. And where's always more, we will always fight. Bang. I'm always somewhat astonished how easy a few of those fights early on are. Well, what do we have here? Aspect of blood. I could buy this. But now there's the big question. What do I want to upgrade? hemorrhaging was additional damage based upon a few factors. I know blood is very much one of the powerful ones. You know what? I throw a spear. Let's make it even more pointy. Bum ba ba da ba. You're gone. Wow, whoop up. Back. Wow. And that's another fight done. Let's see. We could increase our aspect of blood already. And we could add another thing, our little frosty ability. If I wanted to chill them, would that... honestly, that may actually be a good idea. I will use primary a whole lot, so let's make it chill. What to do? Honestly, that elite isn't really that much of a threat, so let's take the harder one. And oh. And you're gone. Sound balancing okay. I may have been a little harsh on sound here. Give it 1 or 2 decibels more. Oh, we'll need to well, move it every once in a while. After all, I want to be heard. Alright, this was healing. Not much I can do here. I did not yet have a refill altar for healing, so that's an easy thing to use. Fine. Also, my blood aspect gets a lot more potent with more overall power, so overall health equals overall power for blood aspect, so easy thing to choose to just get more of it. Also, would very much be helpful if I actually hit my enemies. I guess this would be a lot better if I were actually streaming with someone else, but it is what it is. Boing. No, it's pylons. It's not a pylon anymore. No, where's the next one? Over there. What just happened? Yes, I see the peaks are a bit too much. I guess I wasn't overzealous in my original assessment. Sorry if I was not hearable at all, or in any way, or something the like. Yeah, maybe there it is. All pylons destroyed. Let's make them chill. Yeah, I guess at least I hope I'm well understood here. Bam! I've got the power at the very least of a very angry spear. Wow. Oh, come on. My precision is astonishingly bad in some cases. Also, it has been quite a while since I've had such an abundance of spawners in this game. Well, can't really have everything and all of that, or, well, sometimes it would be nice to not have everything. Well, not again. Upgrade time. I guess this is a good idea to upgrade. Da -do -da -do -do. And another blessing. Ooh. That is a good question. Increasing my critical is with aspect of lightning may be very much a good thing, and it would electrify a lot of enemies. Aspect of gold, fortune, I could use in order to essentially, if I do not spend money, to just chain react, so to speak, through area of effect. Well, let's do this.
Let's make some dough.
Yep. You said it, buddy. And now, not quite ducks, but certainly a lot of firepower. That took surprisingly longer than I expected. What do we have here? Well, at least I got it early on enough at least. So, for reference, the loot goblin lure, well, loot golem lure. Yeah, there are some weird things with RNG on my end, and that's one of those things I tend to get literally from the last regular boss, literally immediately prior to no enemies appearing where this could happen. Oh, well, that's convenient. Golden skin. More money equals less damage taken. Biggest problem? I have a very good incentive to not spend money here. However, nothing said about keys. Yeah, it's only gold. At least only gold is only good for me. Da-doo. Ba-ba-doo. Ba-ba-doo. Onward.
I'll get that reward.
Yes, yes you do. Well, maybe at least. Yeah. A time trial, 120 seconds. Let's see if I can be fast enough. Could be better. It's gambling. Do I want to? It could. Well, apparently I made the right decision here. Huh, never got that one. Packs now, enemies become slower and weaker the higher their freeze buildup is. Honestly, why not? Let's see how that works out. Having frost on primary and combining this with gold on secondary. You could say my plus fill is about cold, hard cash.
Think you can take me?
So, let's see. Onward. Hey, I said onward. Oh, hello there. What? Really? Armored ones. Right. The standard chance of everything weird happening. And here we are. Pew pew, pew pew pew. Da, 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 da. Oh, gold. Da, 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 da. So, double exploding, that's nice. Additional, additional radius for hitting multiple enemies. Not quite as nice. And additional, honestly, considering it repeats the ice effect, let's just go with repeating blasts. Also, ability, because I have the upgrade for it. Never got those two. The spear sticking on weak points, which can be very good, I guess. And let's go simply go ham. Hello there, also, and welcome to chat. Chat that's rather empty, but still a chat. I hope everything looks okay, because I can honestly not tell if what I see is good or bad in regards to what you may see. Wow. So, yeah, please tell me if everything looks alright on your end. In any case, our enemies are done for. Done for. What do we have here? It's a key. Keys are nice, not necessarily needed, but nice. And this here is one thing I will always get fast, if I have gold. Midas Touch. Any enemy eliminated within a certain small time frame after getting hit by Fortune turns to gold, thereby giving me additional money. Well, very useful. Especially since my damage on that scales with money. Well, onwards onto boss time. And I have no idea if I have ever faced this variant. I remember something similar, but I have no idea honestly. Well, time to slightly panic, because I don't see the patterns. What the hell? Ah, at least that's still the same. How am I missing this much? Oh. Ow, I guess I should have seen this coming. Yay. Time to see if I can once again not reach a safe space, it seems. Well, I guess my entertainment value may be a little on the short side right now. Because I'm slightly confused at what I'm doing. Or not. Or, well... Well, it's... panic. That's the most damage I've ever taken within any time frame after I first beaten this guy. Or the basic variant of it. Please stop. Thank you. Shoving it out of the way, and what do we get? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I at least get anything actually usable? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want that. I have been really slow here, and I'm not quite sure if it's on account of me being inefficient or if this is just how it is. Yes, so. Okay. I don't intend to use the merchant that much, so just the normal grade, please. Oh, and where are my enemies? Over there. One more down, and one room one room down. Nothing around, so onward I go. Looking around, not quite at the speed of sound. Yep. Here we are. So, who may we face? It appears you. Thank you for your offering of spears. You may have mine in return. I should have reloaded. And even further upgrades. Honestly, let's just get a little more chaos into this. And what we have here is now here. Charmed spears. I can carry 2 charms, so let's just make them a bit more ridiculous. Boing. Oh, hey, it's an additional syringe. Do I need it? No. Hello there. I may now apply French culinary tactics to this fight. Well, maybe not quite as edible as I wanted, but isn't guild player to food some rather than see completely useless idea? That still exists nonetheless. Well, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, that could work well. Let's see if I can capitalize on this a bit. A little bit of additional health for every enemy felt while within 1 second of having a hemorrhage event. I tend to spear them a lot, I tend to gold them a lot, so maybe I can eliminate them that way a lot. In all cases, I may now run for my life. Not quite. It appears to somewhat at least work. So yay! I am now very much more healthy than prior. Dun, 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 dun. It wouldn't be a stream by me if I were not yawning for some reason. Well, let's just increase the potency of red-blooded. Dry good sense. Whoop, whoop. Spawners, you say? We ran right past one and I didn't see it. Yeah, there it is. Hello there. And why is there? Oh, it's a loot boy. Come back, loot boy. Thank you, loot boy, for staying long enough. And I guess that's it. It is key. It is. Oh. Well, that's certainly a good one to have. Also, healing. Not quite enough. At least not quite enough for full heal, but enough to make a difference. So, let's see. Okay, I'll try. Another key. Weird. In most cases, I'm, well, followed by a rather drought of keys. This time, it's rather different, it seems. Whatever the reasoning for this may be. You are a problem. May you please cease to be? I seem to somewhat reach a bit of a very efficient way of eliminating my, well, problems on a swift side. Which is good. Yeah, I guess it's good. Sadly, I'm a bit stumped on my commentary. Maybe I should find something more infuriating for next time. Something I can easily speak my mind about. But for now, sir, would you kindly cease? I mean existing in this case. Whee! Oh, that was close. And was hammer time. No, it's not, but We'll get to that later. Soul segment, and what do we have? Well, getting this is a nice thing, but not for me, because, like I said in the beginning, I have kind of played a lot of Abyssus accidentally, so I don't really need any more. Well, however, let's get a blood sphere. Big orb that spawns near enemies and is very efficient if attacked correctly. I believe with my area of effect stuff I may be able to hit enemies multiple times by hitting both them and the orb. Hello there. Would you kindly... yeah, exactly. Would you kindly stop resisting? Well, I guess you wouldn't, though. Now, where are you? Stop here. Bonk. Really? One of the big ones now, well... Anyone else? No? Very good. Now it is time to lose all my health. Not that way. Slaying the altar won't do me anything good. Arr. Yeah, that's almost infuriating to I have slightly less than necessary in terms of health there. Oh, healing flowers. Time to do some gardening. No. You may now cease with this. Boing. And... oh, you're frozen. And I wondered why you weren't acting. Where? Oh, over there. A single enemy left. No, it's not. How the tables have turned. Or the turns have tabled. In some cases, even that. Ow, it's a heal. So, who will we face now? A single, slight assortment of additional enemies. Of a simpler grade, it seems. Would you not? I'm not a hugger here. Well, hugs are nice, but not in that way. And it's gone. I have... not really worth it to go back for this. Well then, let's just upgrade our last one here into Erupting Freeze. Splitting my attention on those may sometimes be a bit on the weird side, or look at least like it, but I do have my reasons considering I have an amulet that will increase my power rather drastically for any form of additional blessings of those minor and major kind. Now, which one do we want to take here? What is it with me and yawning? Honestly, I may have the opportunity to take things I've never had seen, but In some cases, reliability is a blessing. On second boss time. And another gold blessing. Honestly, I'm uncertain if I'll have a real chance of using this. Would be awesome if I were going for endless runs, but I'm currently in a normal run. Well, let's just take a bit of a chain reaction effect. And welcome to... honestly, I'm not quite sure if this is just a reservoir or if it is more like an arena. For me, it is an arena on account of this one here. Huh, it's the standard version. Not exactly used to this one anymore. Alright. It could do that. Yeah. That is somewhat mean. Especially combined with this. I have a tendency to be somewhat averse to being pushed around. And there we have additional waves. My abilities, to me, are currently astonishing. I am certifiably inefficient right now. Maybe I shouldn't have taken blood. What do you say to this, froggies? They say I'm golden. Ow. That was not what I expected. I have a feeling I did more damage to myself than the boss did. Well, nonetheless, boss has fallen. How did I never really look up at this wall and those eerie statues? Pew. Almost looks like there's something I could do to them. Well, I guess there isn't. And down we go. Bonk. More fragments, more stuff. Once again, that thing that's completely useless to me while playing solo without a summoning ability. Once again, a chest telling me I'm too slow, even though I'm honestly surprised by this. Well, since I seem to take too much damage, I will just increase my overall health a bit, or resistance at least. And since I won't spend much money, I don't need a guaranteed trader here.
Back in the dark.
Back down, welcome to the sanctuary. Not quite sure why it's called a sanctuary. After all, it's more like a crypt, but it is where I am. And it is also where we will now eliminate a few undead golems. At least they have the honor of becoming the golden offerings to their gods. Something is hurty. I guess you guys are a reason for that. Usually those are more annoying to defeat. But I will not complain. Also, usually I don't have any keys left when I get here. Today, for some reason, I have 3. Well, not sure if I should complain or not. Though I guess I should only complain if I also had the ability to just outright skip those keys. Oh, the locks, or more precisely the locks. Well, I certainly have a lot of stuff on my... what is needed here? Honestly, just increasing freeze a bit. Ah, finally, somewhere I can use keys.
Abyssus.
And no.
They shouldn't have.
Wait, this is the first vault in this run. Did I ever read this? About time we struck gold again. Even found myself a slab with a mural on it, perfect for bringing as a souvenir for the wife. Can I fully make out if the figures on it are horned or crowned? Very big as someone with a wheel lad at home. One of the 3 certainly in Isnegraun. Alright.
Oh yeah.
Personally, I didn't quite catch what he meant by that. But, well, what do we have here? Yes. Getting the increase to loot stuff very much late in a run. Hooray. Iron, steam, and brine. Why am I always facing a wall right now when I spawn here? What the do? No, please stay back there. And you. And you. Please step. And it's gone. Once again, these things are a little on the dangerous side, with all the ability to just waste your entire your healing on them, like I just did. But more health equals a lot more power in my case, so yeah, I'll just have to suck it up in terms of damage I take from it.
Think you can take me?
Wait, did I have a regeneration altar in the sanctuary already, or did I not? If not, then I certainly didn't make a mistake. If I had, then well, this could get a bit more dicey than I intended to. I don't know if I did. Oh, it's another wishing well.
Curses.
Wishing well didn't like me this time. Nothing for me here, it seems. So, onwards. Oh, it's a phantom.
You object to that?
Hello there, Phantom. I will now accompany you while casually annihilating everything. Hopefully at least. Because I severely need more health, considering I wasted a whole lot of health. And not quite the bonking I wanted to give, but it's something. And then chilling is in. Would you kindly not? So I believe I do need to cut the volume of the game down a little more. I just saw peaks pretty much as high as my own voice. Sorry if any side of this here is too silent. Well, audio balancing should be my passion, but it's, yeah, rather hard to do on a game like this. Well, it was worth a try at least to get a somewhat sufficient audio balance going. Wait, did I just hear a weird sound? Apparently, or maybe not. Well, let's increase our weak point gold attack. And onwards we go. Ah yes, the most annoying mid-boss in all of Abyssus. Please cease to exist. Preferably relatively fast. Surprisingly, it appears my abilities are somewhat rather efficient here, on account of, well, attacking health directly. In most cases, this guy is a true plague to deal with. Well, a true annoyance, massive pain in the ass. Simply on account of him having, I believe, the highest armor value of anything in Abyssus. Which, well, you need to open his weak point in order to have a chance of hitting him. Let's just increase our boss damage. I believe my death, hemorrhage, and also the gold are counted as status effects, so increasing that will give me a lot more power. Yep. Now, to make sure everything is in order, which means everything is golden. And by everything, I mean literally all of my enemies. Wait, did I really hit that? Well, okay, I guess I shouldn't complain. Hey, it's a regeneration. Jump here after day. And big boy once again, please do not exist. Hey. Me once again in my yawny side. Wait. I need to take a look at that guy after the fight is over. Please stop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this should be unhealthy, even without me attacking you. I've heard going through the wall head first, but this is a bit on the ridiculous side. Well, it's money. And it's an upgrade for our whole of equipment. This would be a really nice chain effect on a lot of enemies. Well, I guess I can try it. Huh. That sounds interesting. I guess I'll try it. So now I have a shotgun spear, so to speak. Oh, special targets. And one is eliminated. An even more special target here. Come back, Goldie. Gotta be golden in that case. Now, are there any? Oh, I did get all of my targets. As you may have noticed, my entire setup here is very much on built upon chain reactions on account of AoE channeling, so to speak. Great. I'm sure there is not a single wishing well left, so once again, something that could have been brilliant, but is exactly the opposite on account of when I can get it. You know what? Everlasting Winter. That's also even more power for me, considering I do have currently, well, the Blessed Amulet. And now, even more gold. Bunk. Bum. Onwards onto the third boss. For some reason, I seem to have a rather bad luck when it comes to these chests right now. Always gold. I mean, gold is good for me having the fortune blessing and all of that, but would be nice to have something else at least. Whoop. And now here we are with the biggest of boys here. Also a rather rude boy. Now, what you can ow? Would you kindly take a lot of damage rather immediately? Also, here, have some spears. Rude. Hoppa, hoppa. Jump. Jump and up. Ow. Okay, I did not remember there being a laser wall here. However, well, time to make it a time-honored tradition to leave nothing but gold. Oh, would you kindly not? It appears this one was a lot... Did he just do two moves at the same time? Wee. Jump, jump, jump. Upwards I go. Ow. And here we are. One more down the drain. What the? I am somewhat sure that he should be looking my way, not whatever that was. It appears I may or may not have a slight positioning bug here. Oh, also it seems that I got him. Neat. Grubble, grubble, grubble it all, and... Well, yeah, I'm certainly slower than I wanted to be. I'm certain I did not have the time to get this chest, yes. Which means I'm surprisingly slow compared to usual. But, well, despite all of that, here we are. I will also just take an additional damage reduction increase for myself here. Luckily, I already have the plasma rifle, so it's irrelevant to get through the closed door. And so, let's see if I can reduce a few things to golden dust fast enough, because the heralds can be a real pain in the ass. Hello there, big frog. You may now enjoy a handful of spears. Well, I guess that was fast enough. No. More. A bit more health, a few shards of souls, and onward to the next. Hello there. Oh, right. The Royal Abyss design had a bit of a weird type to it when it came to those rooms. Now then, would you kindly cease to exist? Come on. Oh. Come here. Honestly, I understand why he just keeled over, considering where I hit him with my wrench. Ah, yeah, completely useless. I take the gold, please. Oh, here we are. Next Herald. A lot of firepower and a lot... yeah, right. On a technicality, it should not be the most annoying Herald, but to me at least it is. Come on, just a little more before you can exactly do that. No. Well, that's completely useless considering there's only that's one of these scaling things that get stronger the longer you have them, and I'm exactly at the end of it all. Okay, so just a few steps and we're on to what is the final boss of the run. I'm once again turned in the wrong direction though. Huh, never got this one. Oh, I did already get that one. I have no memory of this. Well, of this fragment, not of the area here. But, alright. Hello there, Taraka. I'm once again here in order to remind you of your overdue insurance. He once again doesn't like that.
Brine above.
Boing. Stepping to the side. Just waiting a second. Enjoying the view. Here you have a gift of spears. Oh, I guess I just got through the first phase. And he deleted the arena. Great poser behavior, if you could as well have attacked me. Yeah, right, that was also part of this. Is there really not more you can do, Taraka? Bow, bow, bow. Gotta glow fast and all of this, I guess. So we take it down. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, once again those annoying shield orbs. Would you currently not be there? Ow. Honestly, this is one of my worst runs in quite a while. At least when it comes to interactions in and timings in boss fights. Though, well, Taraka still didn't exactly like it. However, that is why I had activated those additional, well, brine canisters. Welcome to the true last boss fight, in the middle of the Abyssal Ocean. Yeah, I know that thing looks good. Well, that was embarrassing. I still don't know how to properly defend against that aside of not being close. And I don't like it, as you may imagine. Well, come on, Taraka. I feel like I am not doing enough damage. Or maybe I'm just taking too much. But wait, if I take too much damage, that would imply that... yes, I'll take my medicine. Then it would imply that all of this is... well, that at least one of my abilities is rather mishandled here. I know it can be incredibly effective with this, so I wonder, is it the hemorrhage or the gold? Or maybe something else entirely. Or it could also just be bad luck. And also, why does he always do that? Come on. Yeah. Also, why is the entire arena slow down here? Come on, Taraka, eat your, well, not veggies, but eat whatever I fling at your face. Well, Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's a very bad idea to fall into that. Well, well, Taraka is going completely Japanese here. We may need to evade a bit. Doink, doink. Nope, nope, nope. Too much rain. Oh, it's already over. Hello there, Taraka. Now, let me just make sure you do not manage to get done with this, because that is a damage gate. Also, huh. Well, that was a big chunk of damage at us once. Well. Yoink, 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 yoink. And there it is. My right out of here. Hmm. I believe I may want to change what I'm exactly doing here. But, but first I once again accidentally attack my utilities here. But, well, let's go back to camp. Padong. And down we go. And now I'll run. Compact enough to be easy to digest. Also, oh, that may be the reason. It may not seem to you like that much, but you know, I said I felt like I was severely lacking in terms of damage to a degree. It could be that it's because I, for some reason, did only get a surprisingly low amount of blessings here. You can, in theory, get, well, it's rather easy to get all major blessings, meaning this line down here. And I only managed to get one. Didn't even get beyond the blood sphere on the yeah, blood aspect. So for some reason I really did only get very few blessings. Oh, return to lobby. That, well, that is a run.
Home sweet home.
One run of Abyssus. That was not what I intended to do. Nope, nope. However, let's just sing a song. I believe you cannot hear it. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I could go for another run, of course, but honestly, I'm not quite feeling another run here. So, let me just click this over and whoop, get you a bit of a face full of my icon. Because I guess I will change out here from Abyssus to something else. So if you've just joined me because you saw Abyssus, that will be it for now with it.